Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to yet another delightful and fun-filled week of English 410. Happy Valentine's Day, first, to start off. Hope your day is filled with fabulousness. This week, we are moving on from the research-heavy portion of our writing, which was our annotated bibliography, and then our review of sources, and we are moving into working on the topic proposal itself. And this has a couple different pieces that I'm going to go over in a minute. So you're going to work on your topic proposal, and you're also at the same time going to be trying to line out who you're going to interview for your MIR project. So you're looking for people who are knowledgeable about the topic that you've chosen. Ideally, someone in a position of authority, which is called manager interviews, is the name of the assignment, because they're ideally people who are very, very good at what they do and have reached recognition within the company or organization for their excellence or their leadership or something like that. So we want somebody who's kind of in charge as our interview subjects. So you don't have to have the interviews completed. You just have to have them scheduled and tell me a little bit about the people you want to interview by Friday. So we'll talk about the manager interviews first. This is worth 50 points. And you're just doing a couple things in this. So you're going to be telling me two people that you're going to interview. You're going to identify those informants. And once again, we want them to be somebody oftentimes in a position of power, or at least someone who is very good at their job, has been recognized for excellence in their job in some way. These people need to be willing to do an interview with you. It does not need to be face-to-face. It can be over email or phone or Zoom or something like that. And you're just telling me about the two managers, setting up appointments, all that good stuff. You don't have to give me the interview material on Friday. It will be needed to be completed before your MIR is done, but you don't have to have this done by Friday. You just have to have the people you plan on interviewing contacted by Friday and this sheet filled in for me. So it's a memo. We know how to write in that memo style. In a memorandum to me, so I'm going to be the recipient, you're going to tell me the following things about both of the people you intend to speak with in your interviews. Name and position of the person, name of the company or organization they're affiliated with, their specific department or division within that organization, approximate years within their position, phone number or email address or Zoom handle or whatever, how you plan on contacting them. And then the best times and dates for an interview. If you're able to schedule that interview, go ahead and do that and write the date that you're going to have that interview here. All this information is going to be kept confidential, so if folks you're interviewing are worried about that, I am the only person that's going to see this, and I will just be grading it. So I have no nefarious plans of doing anything with their interview information if it makes them feel better. Those weird noises in the background are my dogs, who have seen a squirrel and want to tell me about it. They're very chatty. I don't know if you have Australian Shepherds or dogs of that herding variety. They're very chatty dogs. They have lots to say. So that's the manager interviews right there. If we go back to our calendar, you'll see there are two things you're working on this week. First of all is that interviews, lining up the people you want to talk to. The second of which is your topic proposal for the MIR. So let's spend a little bit of time on that because this is another one of those big point assignments. So this is a preliminary step of your MIR report, the Management Investigative Report. And so this is kind of compiling some of your pieces. The things you write for this proposal, you can pretty much copy and paste a lot of this work into your MIR. So think of it as yet another stepping stone as we're working toward that big end product or project, however you want to refer to it. So we do want to follow an APA style format. You want to have your proposal typed and double-spaced, obviously, and you want to format it in sections. We want to have an introduction, an overview of current theory. This can come from your review of sources. You can just copy and paste it in here. You've got your review of sources here, so this is a brief summary. You put your actual review of sources, so once again, like copy and paste from a past document. Work smarter, not harder, right? And an annotated bibliography. What? You already wrote that and you can just copy and paste it in here? Yes, you can. So there's the annotated bibliography. And then part 3 You're going to tell me about the 2 managers you plan on interviewing, which is due Friday, so you can just copy and paste that into part 3, which is your informant profiles. And then I want to see your interview questions before you give your interview. So type up 5 questions per person. They can be the same questions. They can be different ones. We probably might want to think through a couple follow-up questions just to elicit more information from our interviewees. And then a references section, and that's it. It is one Word document, so you can't just like attach a whole bunch of separate documents, compile all this in one nice Word document, but most of it is work you've already done. Yay for the review of sources and the annotated bibliography and the informant profiles for the manager interviews, because basically that's 3/4 of the work for this assignment. So hooray for that. And carefully proofread it, make sure it looks nice, all that good stuff, and then turn this in on Sunday. And we'll be well on our way to composing a fantastic and efficient MIR document. Exciting? Yes? Awesome. All right, as always, reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Have a great week, guys.